one of the things that I wanted to go into on Skywatch News that you may not know is that last December, just before Christmas, the Environmental Protection Agency announced new rules for CFLs and fluorescent light bulbs. And there is mercury in fluorescent light bulbs, and they require, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, special handling. The mercury in the bulbs should not be thrown into the normal waste stream. It has to go to a hazard site for disposal, a hazmat site for disposal, because if it breaks in a normal dumpster, in the normal waste stream, it will pollute your water and eventually get back into your drinking water. And mercury is not good for the public, and there's many laws trying to restrict people from eating fish with too much mercury. It's getting into everywhere these days. We see a lot of water tests with mercury in our water. So in order to prevent mercury from getting into our water supply, remember that mercury is a hazardous waste. Remember that you need to recycle new fluorescent light bulbs. You need to recycle the tubes and not break them. The second thing that you should know is if one of these fluorescent lights or tubes starts to have problems, it flickers or starts to go out or a bulb breaks, the area that it breaks in can be considered a hazmat site. If you vacuum it up, these materials, your vacuum cleaner will also need disposal, because anything that touches this, once the bulb is broken, anything that this broken bulb touches, the mercury touches anything, then your carpet, everything, your carpet, your couches, the actual room that it happened in is hazardous, and you should turn off all central heating in that point. You should leave the room. The room should be ventilated. Anything used for cleanup should be disposed of in a hazmat site, not put into your washing machine for washing. So brooms, mops, anything used for the cleanup of mercury from a broken CFL or a fluorescent light bulb needs special handling and special conditions so that you don't expose your children, you don't expose your pets, you don't allow anyone to go back into the room until it's properly cleaned, and you should clean it as if it's a hazmat site, because it's highly toxic and very dangerous. And the vapor from a broken bulb is also dangerous to breathe as well. And they recommend, the EPA is recommending that vacuums not be used for cleanup. They are recommending that not to put these bulbs in any places where children may break them, where children play, where there's any danger of putting them in a place where they may explode. And some older homes with older fixtures or track lighting should beware that fires can start, and these bulbs are not always safe into these sockets. So I thought I would bring you the news today that the EPA has put this information forward. It's on their website talking about how to dispose, the new disposal rules for disposing of fluorescent and CFLs, and this is on your website. So I'm bringing you this as news because most people do not know that these light bulbs have hazards and that they shouldn't be thrown away in the normal waste stream, that they need to be boxed up and taken to a hazmat site. So if you break one, beware really quickly that there are problems with these, and that in areas where children play and where they can be broken, you should probably go back and use the incandescent bulbs in those areas. It's not that I want to say that we should waste electricity, but your children's health and safety is paramount, and that they should be warned that if they break a bulb or anything happens, that they should leave the room if you're using CFLs and fluorescent light bulbs. A lot of people with older homes especially don't know that you can't put those bulbs into track lighting. And if your fixtures are old and you're putting in these new types of bulbs, especially the ones from China which have no quality controls attached to them, that it could be very hazardous and fires could start very easily in certain types of track lighting. And the bulbs are not noted on the container telling you what you should or should not do with them. A lot of times the recycling is so small you can't read it, and a lot of times no one knows exactly what's going on with regard to disposal or what to do if they break. Well, here's the issue. The issue is that we shouldn't be getting rid of incandescents, which are being phased out under law in the United States, until we have a satisfactory light bulb that doesn't have mercury and doesn't have these problems with, in other words, breaking, that doesn't have problems in school when you have these big tube lightings, because they've got other problems as well, not only disposal, but if they burn out, the vapor can escape,